Alright, if that doesn't get me muted, I don't know what will. Welcome to the stream. How we doing? Been a few days, and we're going to get back into Control. I was kind of debating after the last stream whether I would come back and do the rest of this or not, but figure I might as well try to wrap it up. Going by the past few months, I haven't been streaming too much on Sundays, so sort of going out of my way to sort of get this one completed and all finished and everything, but it's been pretty good, and never really got a chance to talk about the core of the game, so figure we could do some of that while doing some of this extra expansion DLC stuff that's actually included because it's part of the Ultimate Edition. Besides, I'm curious to see what the AWE Alan Wake expansion is going to be like, so we'll take a look at that in a bit, but we're going to get back into where we left off, which was the Foundation DLC. We did, I don't know, what I would assume to be at least the first quarter of it, because there's 4 objects that we need to find to unlock something, and we took 1 down, so let's go ahead and get on into it and see what we could do. Now, if this ends up taking, more than 4 hours, hopefully it won't be, God willing, but I think I'm probably just going to end it because by the start of next week, I definitely want to do something else. So we shall see. We might not be able to finish all of it, but we could at least get a good little look at it, I would hope. While I'm streaming, I'm going to put my mouse up to charge because I think I took a look at it, restarted my PC. It's the only time I ever take a look at the battery capacity on my mouse, and it was like at 18% or something like that, so yeah, gonna need to charge. Probably best to charge it while I'm using the controller, right? Gotta keep it charged. I'm trying. I just forget. I forget these things sometimes. Let me move my mic back a little bit. Okay. So, again, we started this Foundation thing. When I started it, I didn't even know it was an expansion. It was even a DLC type deal. But the more it went on, the more I kind of got the feeling it was. And then I finally took a look and saw that, oh yeah, it is indeed a little DLC expansion. It's been alright so far. Some interesting locales. Mostly this Foundation is very natural cave-like looking. Not too much in terms of like building structure or anything like that. I think we're all done here. We're looking for these monolith type things, and I've found one of them so far. Still got to do these little side missions too, actually. Let's see if I can find that lamp. Not the record thing, though. I don't really like the challenge type stuff. Tomasi's still out there somewhere. See, I was thinking, because they had given us, like that, and I feel like there was another one. I don't know. Maybe I did it, maybe I didn't. But they had given us something like this, and apparently there's only 2 DLC expansion packs. There's the Foundation one, which we're currently doing, and then there's this Dark Place one, which is tied into Alan Wake. And I thought maybe when I started this one, this was just going to be like some little extra tidbit, so I wasn't quite expecting it to be as long as it ended up seeming like it would. But let's see, what do we got to do here? She completes a ritual found at its top. Able to access remote areas of the Foundation. Okay. So I wonder... Well, no. I was going to say, I wonder if that means we could just, like, teleport somewhere, but probably not. I think what it likely means is that now that we've got this ability, which is to sort of change the structure of certain things in the Foundation area here, that we can have access to other areas. Not 100% sure, though. I guess we'll have to find out. Let's see, I think all this is all taken care of. So we're all done here. Let's go back this way and see if we can find something new. I think there's going to be some pathways that require that ability. More than likely. Okay, something just started floating on its own there. Probably should have used the fast travel, but actually I wasn't even sure that we had a control point anywhere nearby. Oh, this area. I was trying to get up here. I thought there was an object up here, but I guess not. I was trying to get up here, but the inclined slope made it impossible with the flying ability. Oh well. At least I know that we crossed it already, so it's not going to be weighing on the back of my mind. Let's see. Okay, we've got this crossroads area. It looks like... I don't know what that is, but this... Ah, okay. I think this has been blocked. Let's see if I could do something with that. Canyon rim. It's not. It's not highlighted like the other spots that we've seen. Okay. Oh, wait a second. We had the ability to choose, or well, we were given the choice between two different abilities. And, is that Pope? I chose the manipulate one as opposed to the destroy one, so maybe certain areas... Ah, shit, now that I look at it, back at that warehouse, it looks like there's an alternate path that way. Ah, damn it.
Jesse, hey!
Hi.
Emily, how did she get...
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau.
She used the Force.
Possibly beyond.
Calling out to her, you know.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I'd put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining
could be an
form?
extraplanar entity.
Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape.
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down.
Clock's ticking.
See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
I'll take mental notes. Okay. So, I don't know exactly where we need to go. It's sort of the problem with this particular area. Nothing's really clear-cut looking as it probably should be, but that's all right. I'm thinking maybe I want to go around here. Maybe we'll go to the warehouse and see if there's a path I could take somewhere. Because that's what it's kind of looking like. Yeah, this seems to go into... What is this? Okay. Guess I had the key. Wasn't even aware of it. Yeah, it goes off into a section of the map that's blacked out, though, so... Oh, don't tell me it was just for that one chest. Okay, good. Hey, wait a second. God damn it. That's a big enough hole. I should be able to fit through that. Come on. Oh, boy. All right. It doesn't appear... Well, I mean, there's another road that connects to that area. That might be like the end game, I'm going to call it, at least for this expansion pack. That might be the final destination of sorts, because there's multiple paths that connect to it. But my goal is I want to get to the other stuff. I don't know. I'm going to go back to Crossroads because you kind of look at the map there and you see that there's like a tiny sliver, just a little bit of a path that seems like it connects into one of those areas. So... areas I'm talking about are the ones on the far right. So let me go take a look back there, and if not, then I'll just go into one of the other sections. They're a lot quicker than most of the standard enemies we've dealt with. Where? Oh. Not that one. You know what? Screw you. I'm taking you over. Oh, look. That was the last one, too. Well, it was quicker than trying to use another shot. Let's see. Let's go back to Crossroads. I'm going to take a look at that path. There might be something... There's a chasm, like, out behind the nail, as they call it. So maybe there are things we can manipulate out this side. I'm thinking there might be, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Okay. There's a path somewhere around here. Is it up there? Where is it? It's down here. Running out of juice. I don't know where that path is supposed to be. Yeah, there's like one giant chasm here. It looks like there's something else going on down here. Could use a little more light. Might be handy. Is this just dead end secret area? Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, I don't get that one section. There's, I mean, a ledge up there. You'd think that that might mean there'd be something you can access, but I didn't see anything I could manipulate. No path underneath. Backing up a little bit, it didn't look like there's a path over it either. No cave entrance or anything like that, so I am not too sure. I'm gonna take one other look at it and see if maybe I could see something else. Not that. That section with the light up there. But can I even access that? Oh, yeah. My bad, I didn't see it. But, yeah, that's an accessing another path. See, there's still, back where we were, you look at the mini-map, they're still indicating that there's a path over that way. That's just over it or something. I have no clue what it's, like, referencing. Something might pop up later, I guess. Thought I saw some kind of activity going on in here. Fighting? What's going on here? I thought I might have been an ally, but that's not the case. Shit. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Fairly quickly. So effortlessly sidestepped my throw there. I should have picked the destroy ability. So many I'm seeing. I mean, there's been a couple paths and stuff that we can manipulate, and I guess there's the added attribute of using these things like traps. Not that we've had an opportunity to do that very often, but still, option is there, I suppose. But like this kind of stuff, and all the chests that we've seen that have been covered by the material, it's like, Kind of makes me wish I sort of chose a destruction thing. Might make combat easier with what I've got now and potentially some paths, but yeah. Practical thing might have been the destruction one.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Anything in here? Ah, that's why it looks like there's a break in the path. Collapsed department. Interesting.
There's something behind that his barrier.
Does this still need to fly over there? Something, yeah, it's something I can manipulate. Looks like there's something over here. Oh, hey, it's a lucky cat. That's interesting. And open up those doors. Well, there was a lucky cat. Still don't know what that noise signifies. I hear it every once in a while. There's a lucky cat in the luck and probability section of the department, where there was an experiment going on to see if they can control luck with lucky objects, basically. And you had to activate the lucky cat to be waving its paw in order to have maximum luck efficiency. But I don't know why it's here. Kind of weird. Anyway, looks like this is just getting us to a path to one of the sections that we need to get into. And it looks like there's control points, so it's all good. Cigarette vendor. There we go. Whoever finds this, I am Containment Processes designer Gene Gibbs. Writing this document, the largest building shift. Oh, wait, I'm writing this to document the largest building shift ever to occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocols offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the fire break has been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We've set up a base camp and started triaging. There you go. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave, threshold, like the quarry. Whichever we are, we're not the first. There are some rusty power cords, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out? We were reading logs and saw a couple audio recordings. I think of the first director of the FBC making mention of them coming down here in the expedition, so I wonder if all that just ended up getting wiped or something. Killed? I don't know what that is. KYLV? AWE 37. Event summary: a series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev. Oh, it's Kiev. It's an I see. With no clear point of origin, the event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess redacted in reported individuals. Event response. Due to the brief nature of the event, Overseas Bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All Bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration, and in effect trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and Bureau stations in major cities across the globe. Subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. The event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. See file 71-849-062 for full hypothesis.
Send a ranger out. Director's orders.
Make way for the director!
What? Okay. Got two on our side. What a weird little area this is. Assholes throwing shit at me. Reminds me of a weird recurring dream area I have in like a department store. Like none of the architecture really makes sense. Just a bunch of shit stacked up on top of each other. Very interesting. That's what I'm looking for. Who's left? Alright, good job, Ranger. You lived through that and you barely took any damage. It's been a while since I've looked at my modifications. Let's see what we got. I think I said this before, but unless it's level 5, I'll probably just get rid of everything. Okay, so what I've got now is evade energy costs, energy recovery speed, and launch energy costs, all of which seem nice. Kind of the launch energy cost. I'll keep it in case I want to stack them, because stacking does work. Health element recovery, seize speed. You can almost double it. Shield strength, never use a shield. And overall health, which I don't think I need to worry about. Oh boy, a lot of weapon modifications too. I think I will keep the level 4s on these, but I'm going to get rid of everything under that. But I'm not going to bother looking at what's available right now. Can you get up here, soldier? Probably not, right? Not even sure if it's necessarily up here that we need to go. It's just that, oh yeah, it is. I saw it was blocked off. I'm kind of curious. I mean, there's so many little office buildings. If there's anything that we could pick up in any of those, it wouldn't matter too much, but if there's like lore bits or something, it would be somewhat interesting.
Someone call a plumber.
Glad no one was around to hear that.
Did we get rid of these? Oh, look. Dear House of Representatives, my husband Francis read an article before he died about how the universe was recently just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he's a computer whiz. Like Jeremy is operating the computer program and changed the universe so that the driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer to make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here, and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. Let's see if I can get up here, but yeah, I can't even stand on the upper platforms. Shit. I don't know. The gold thing looked interesting. Thought maybe we could get into it. Guess not. Hey, this bathroom's normal. Nothing in here. Oh, there was a door. Sorry, dropped my controller. That's where we came from. If I see the door, I'll use it. Maybe they should lighten the place up a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to see the surrounding area. Evaluation hall. There's a control point out this way, too. Not been getting any abilities or anything. God damn, another set of pillars that you can only get past the destruction ability. Alright, we may have potentially missed some things back here. Let's take a look. See more restrooms. There's another destruction set of pillars. old Tomb Raider tactic. It's like shit gets so dark you gotta use a gun because of the muzzle flare slightly brightens things up a little bit. Good to know my director card gets me through these places. Or whatever it is. I'm assuming she has full clearance, right? Well, it's level 6.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned, but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is most..."
Don't know that we need to listen to all that. Kiev AWE 37 recordings of the audio phenomena were uploaded onto the internet shortly after the event. These records circulated rapidly on popular message boards. Wonder which those could be. The communications department utilized this exposure by creating Sky Trumpet hoax videos and posting related theories to spread confusion and to draw attention away from the event's paranatural origin. Industrial noise, particularly the sound of metal drilling, was found to be a widely accepted explanation. Theories about sounds emanating from the Earth itself, known as seismic hum, emerged from the public itself and were encouraged by the Bureau to generate further misdirection and eventual public disinterest. Witnesses of the events were monitored discreetly afterwards. Observed symptoms were consistent with redacted deprivation, but subsided after 12 to 15 days. The length of the symptoms directly correlated to the individual's proximity, unsheltered, to the supposed epicenter. One linked, although accidental casualty can be listed. See report reply. The effects of planar friction on hearing aids in file 14-200-1010. Going back to the America Overnight, we saw that was a radio program, I believe, that the FBC had concocted to get people to send in their weird stories so that they could easily follow up on anything that could be potentially supernatural or paranatural. The Kiev thing, I don't know that there was an event in Kiev actually, but there was one I know in America where there was a sound, some kind of sound in a small town that everybody could hear. And it was, it was a small town of maybe 100 people or something like that, but it was a long droning sound. Nobody knew what was causing it, where it was coming from. And it was loud enough that it was, making people ill, basically. Some sort of hum. And I forget what sort of excuses were come up with it as to what was creating the noise, but it was very similar to that document we just read, so. Anyway, Gibbs reporting in. It has been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hand-working staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyways, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They do seem to block corridors, but not others. The path to this caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. John, Nikolay, and Sarah went to try to find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike got them. I think they're hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral planes, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we go out there, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. Would conventional law have anything to say about a place like this? I get the feeling like it wouldn't. Transit control.
Warning. Altered item detected in Transport Bay. Access is prohibited for safety
Yeah, I was wondering why there was two entryways in there. probably right. Altered item.
So that's the altered item.
A reel to
Pretty
reel.
secure.
Interesting. You know, we've been going through these areas quite a bit. I'm really feeling like maybe it's not me, or maybe it's not, maybe it is me per se, because let me take a look. I'm looking at the stream preview. Actually, it looks brighter on the stream preview. I think it might be my TV settings, actually. Maybe. I don't know. I'd hate to... Oh, brightness is at max, jeez. I'd hate to disrupt things for the stream's sake. Because if I brighten it too much, it'll end up looking washed out for most people. But boy, is it really dark in here, and I can't see shit sometimes. I just don't want to be playing a video game and streaming and recording it when it's like pitch black. But I do think that maybe that's not the case for the viewers. So I'll suffer through it.
No power. Typical.
Like, where are the power cores? I think they're stuck up there. I want this box break, Jesus. Okay. We got plenty of power cores. I feel like they go in here, but this thing isn't open. Maybe I gotta drop them in. Oh, there you go. Oops, hold on. That might be a problem. We'll see. Oh no, it wasn't. Good. Get that shit out of here. Curious as to what it does, but I don't see a log or anything in here. Maybe there's one in the actual room.
No altered material detected in area.
Good.
Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Thank you. Peace. Oh, get the big guy. have a bureau-full day. It's like a Japanese man trying to say something. Shortcut unlocked, I suppose. Yet another chest that I cannot access. Transit access. Oh, was there a door down there? Sure as hell didn't seem like it. Oh, no, there wasn't. Okay, where are we going? Where does that even go? Can we use this elevator?
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Seems to be taking us away from what I would assume is our goal, but who knows? It might be necessary. Is that the camera?
I remember that camera. How the hell did it get out? Are they his shooting movies now?
Did we see a camera on the Panopticon? No, I don't even remember.
After that camera! And step on it!
Who are you talking to? Seeing why there's two of these, but I mean, she can't duck, right?
No way am I sharing a spotlight with kids. Level 1, but they were doing a decent amount of damage. I don't know if I need to do that. Is it a necessity? Or is it just something cool? Because again, like I said, there was another path. I'll give it one more try. Yeah, you know what? I probably should have taken a look at the upgrades. I was going to say the Shatter is not a good gun for that. Thinking maybe even the grip might be a little bit better, but
Spin might be the next best thing. Faster, huh? Pretty damn close to the end of that thing, too. At least I think. Maybe not. Guess we gotta go another run. Son of a bitch. He might have died. Whoa, what was going on? What the hell? He might have died with that wall coming up. Maybe I just needed to be evasive. I thought maybe I could take him out before he could effectively kill me with his gun, but I guess that was wrong. Alright, well, I don't know. Maybe we could do without the camera for right now. I don't think it's part of the overall, mega objective here of trying to get all these, I don't know, keys or whatever for the nails. So let's move on for that. We've seen a good deal of it. Oh, shit. The fungus is still among us. New language for immediate publication. I learned a brand new language. The fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I will prove it. he goes on to to say all these brand new words, some of which are numbers. See, please publish this letter, and maybe the other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address, even if you can't. Jabini Rog, Larry Humbert. Or pillars set for destruction. Movie camera supplement. Action Max camera. Background. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from redacted Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected with the incident to A180, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The package camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in San Fernando Valley, belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. See Investigation 13 HQ 612. I was going to say, this must be the camera that we just were chasing, but no, that was a reel-to-reel camera. Talking about something that was a VHS, so this is, I guess, a home video one. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by the A180-UE. First Shoot, Die Last, unreleased. Coffee Bullet. Billy's First Car. Bike Hard. Delivery Disaster. Item was used in filming an unreleased Western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident stopping production. It is believed that Blessed Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at an auction. People shooting movies with a VHS camera, that's unsightly. Shift account part 3. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We tried getting into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found was noxious gases and endless pits. Crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branched out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom a sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were brought here, I know it, but for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clearer instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report, Gibbs. Well, we've gone through this whole department and we haven't found...
Worst I've ever seen.
Oh, maybe we're getting there.
Is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Ah, yes, here we are. I guess that was how it was in the first section at the warehouse. We had to go all the way up that tower. And at the very, very end, there was this thing. Listen, hurry, meet. Nope, we're trying to restore it. Jolly good, but 2 Holly's lollipops are left too.
Board, are you there?
Danger director, board broken, deeper, understand. Tool, other new, forbidden board. Give informer yours necessary, go.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
You know what it looks like? It looks like the thing we fought in the fridge. You should, can, better not be here, Director.
Wasn't my idea. Blame the eyeball.
The tool weapon is forbidden. Former it adrift is trying to mislead you.
Yeah, we've had our differences. But it is giving me something you won't.
Oh, good, we get both abilities. There's been so much that my only assumption was that we would have to get the second ability at some point. Service weapon can destroy these things. Good, good. Do not be ignorant, thick. You're being reckless, disobedient.
I'm like you deciding what I can't have.
She reads the slashes. It's the only break at the service weapon, huh? You cannot control this. You control your staff. You're mismanaging the Bureau's self-narrative.
I'm getting pretty tired of being jerked around the astral plane. If you're listening, I want some answers.
Hello, home, alone, long. Visitor happy, tunnel open, grateful. We just released something we shouldn't have? Welcome, speak. Oh yeah, it is one of those worms. The worm in the fridge.
Hi there. It was nice of you to give me something the board wouldn't. What are you getting out of it?
Void, nothing, egress.
So I'm just supposed to believe you're a particularly charitable, whatever you are?
Neither, both. Hungry?
Hungry? I mean, yeah, actually, I'd love a sandwich or something. That's not what you meant, was it?
Right. Benini, former board. Abalone.
Are you part of the board? Or used to be?
Once split, board, blame.
Okay, so you split because the board blamed you for...
Inside, beyond, nail, rescue, house, sun, warning.
Gotta be easier to play charades. Do I need to rescue someone?
No.
I don't know what I expected. Listen, this has been great, but I have to go. Thanks for your help, and, stay out of trouble.
House, listen, nail, leech, burn, go.
What is Former trying to tell me about the board? Should I trust either of them?
Didn't necessarily want to leave this room until I knew it was completed, but I think it is. Well, that's interesting. I guess the board members are all the worms. We were wondering what the hell that thing was. There was in the Panopticon, the fridge that ate old Tommy or whatever his name was. The fridge had to be watched by somebody, or otherwise the fridge became irate. Something happened. Oh, hey, we're at this point. But could go back all that way to see. Boy, what was this? Let me see if I could get back here. Oh, no. The crossroads, that was one of the tunnels that needed to be destroyed. But anyway, yeah, inside the fridge we found one of those worms. It attacked us. We apparently defeated it. But, no explanation was given as to what it was. We got some abilities to spend too. I do like C's. I don't use it as often as I probably would like, but still might be a good one. I'm going to do the ability to launch enemies too. Let's take a look at astral constructs. Oh, really? Did I upgrade the grip all the way? I didn't feel like I did. Upgraded that all the way now. Let me take a look. No, I did not. Maybe the grip only gets 2 upgrade slots. Level 2, I mean, all the other weapons go up to level 3, so I don't get it. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much, I suppose. Anyway, now that we have the ability to destroy, get through this tunnel now. And we can open up chests.
What are you listening to? Weird entity A or B? Or neither? Let's just say there's the nail. The Bureau is in danger. We know we need to repair the nail. The astral plane won't break reality on my watch. And worse.
Astral collision.
That's the cave sand. Looks like the astral bleed goes both ways.
This is gold cube. Dear Science, there's a person in my pet salamander. He has human eyes. Why doesn't anyone else see him? I think it's like werewolves with every animal. Were-dogs, were-cats, were-otters, were-butterflies, were-everything. There are people inside and they can't get out. They're stuck in an animal body. It's not all animals, but it can be any animal. My parents don't believe me. Maybe this has happened before? I thought you would know. Sincerely, John LeMaine. Johnny boy, thank you. I'm sure Science will get right on top of that. Oh, hey. I wonder now if there was a gold cube in the bathroom. Because we had seen this thing. And I was wondering what the hell it was. Because it looked like it was something. Evidently it is. Because we can slot those gold cubes right in there.
Hiss in the astral plane? That didn't cross my mind last time.
Shit. Wasn't aware that this stuff grew back. Doesn't seem right. Oh, hey, more restrooms. Texture Z fighting. A bathroom door stuck to us. I threw that gold cube in there thinking that it might be something, but it wasn't. So do I get that gold cube back, or is that just gone forever now? Maneki Neko statue. Containment procedure unknown. We saw this in the weird bridge. Ceramic beckoning cat figurine. Common luck object found in Japanese storefronts. Following is a list of items: non-observed altered effects, non-corporeality, affinity for specific human behavior, and minor physical movement, waving its arm. Multiple simultaneous, there you go, incarnations of the item have been observed. Whether these are independent, altered items acting uniformly, or replicated instances of AL, or is it AI, 48 is unknown. Oh, altered item. I guess it is AI. Background. How the items originally arrived in the oldest house is unknown. It was first discovered sitting in the director's chair and was immediately contained in a panopticon cell. The next day, an agent noticed 2 additional figurines had appeared. Hours later, all 3 vanished. The items had been sighted throughout the Bureau, appearing while agents perform redacted tasks. It is theorized that fulfilling certain unknown criteria will encourage the items to appear. Present location unknown. Well, I know where one is. I don't know if it'd still be there. I wonder if they count. I wonder if they're all part of that same deal, because if the luck and probability area has the other, then there's 2 that are accounted for. Interesting. control plane here. Another gold cube.
Reminder, the Bureau does not have windows. If you notice a window, immediately close your eyes and make your way to the nearest safe room. You are permitted to fashion a blindfold from an article of clothing. Any resulting lapse in dress code will be excused. Thank you for your attention.
That's pretty damn strict about dress code. Superman punch me. Ow. Where did that go? They seem to be shooting each other for some reason, so I'm just gonna let them have at it. I don't know what the infighting is about, but I'll take it. Oh, you know what it is? Probably. Because there's both... The astral plane has its own enemies. It's like the weird shadow people that have guns and stuff. Nothing terribly unique about them. But, you know, the Hiss are different entities, I would assume. So maybe the astral plane doesn't like the Hiss. Sorry. Didn't mean to knock those over, just sort of in my way. No major shifts. I'm guessing we're going to continue on. Shit. Green. I don't know if you all can see me because I don't know if I'm really here. I see a pin in hand. I see myself, but it's all wrong. It's the wrong angle. It's the wrong me, and it's all green. Look out for 3-color green. Everything turns green when it's close. Let it get close. Don't let it in. But if you do no matter what you do not spec to it. Please, I need you safe, Peggy. I don't want you to end up here, too. I don't know where I've gone. I don't know if Child wrote that, or... Suppose it doesn't matter. Go. Just needed a little object for a boost. Oh shit, now I've done it. Well, at least there's infighting going on. My little janitor's bucket remains up here. Oh, an inverted pyramid. Interesting. Okay, we unfortunately do not have time for that right now, I don't think. Oh, there's a control point. Okay. Doing waltzing up here.
There's been a change. Hercules and Mabel, I mean, bid numbers 3 and 11 attacked my staff today. 2 fatalities. 3 if you count Mabel. She was always so kind. As a result, we are abandoning the Foundation. Northmore need to order to transfer our resources to the upper floors. Now that my control points allow us to safely come and go from the New York streets. Did I forget to include that fact in my previous logs? I've been so busy. Using the arrays I made. Control points have been established throughout the oldest house. Excuse me if I don't sound excited, it's just... A few months ago, I would have been overjoyed to leave the Foundation. But now I realize I've grown fond of it.
Really?
There's something deep in
I
the
haven't.
zone here, deeper than that watching presence. Something warm. I feel it needing me. I won't go.
All right. That's all the information we need. Guy wants to stay. Let him stay. It feels like this is the thing that opened up. So I think we're going to continue on here and see if there's something I can access on this side. at first. All right. Oh boy. Oh, that's literally just a pitfall. Okay, well, that works. Same kind of thing as with the power generators. Just throw it in like a basket. What's up, Prelo? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate that lurk, sir. Thank you very much. Get my ass handed to me, but that's alright. Okay, nothing out here. There we go. I was not aware that there was something blocking those. Shit. I should go back just on account of probably getting some health would have been a good idea, but surprising me now that I can actually throw the corpses or the bodies, or even these guys when they're low on health. That's something I'm accustomed to, just to grab them out of the air. Very good. Just in case we fall or something. It's a little checkpoint. yours, huh? All right. I think we got up to the other end. Take a quick peek up here, see if there's anything we can get. Treasure chest at the very least. Any videos or anything? Logs of any sort? Doesn't look like it. Oh boy, let's see. Did we run out of mod space? No, we're running out of weapon mod space though. Just get rid of those 2 level 3s. Sneaking up on me. Oh, God. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad it led to this. So we've been in this section for a long time. A recent confrontation / healing was an error. We decided / determined you may have both tools / upgrades. Well, it's a good thing it came to the conclusion but after I got it. Only because you are the favorite director, but do not listen / speak to the former. You are welcome / grateful. Thank you. New favorite. That doesn't seem right. Or maybe it is. Shit. Normally we're supposed to restore the sphere. There it goes. Okay. Something must have been off. Your trust/synergy is appreciated.
All of a sudden. Overthinking this whole board former thing. They can sort out their own business so long as it doesn't get in their way. Obsessing over these problems is something Trench would do, but I've got my intuition. And you.
Alright. Or where are we going to pop back up at? Oh, okay. It's almost restored. We got one more spike. Let's see. We need to go to the research site Gamma. Got some more ability points too. I'll take a look at that on the next control point. I don't know. I've kind of been thinking about upgrading levitation. Just get the maximum amount of airtime. Kind of want that too. I like the ability to launch enemies. Launching large objects, it only takes one. Might as well get it. I suppose we'll work on health next since I really don't use melee or the shield too often. The only reason I use the ground slam is to cover distance. It seems to get me a considerable amount of distance. So, it's the only way I'm using it for that. Okay, we need to go out here somewhere. There's likely some obstructed paths. Actually, there's one up there. I don't think I have access to that. I don't think I could fly up there, basically. But it still looks like this is all darkened up, so I can assume that there's something over here that I get. Love that one up. Seeing anything different. There's a log here. Your location order, Tom. You missed the good news. I'm sure that the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands at the crossroads to announce they're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured a way to pinpoint where they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. Just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We're breathing in that shit. Oh, good. Yes, I love rust. Well, we got back this area. This doesn't seem right, though. Maybe I need to go through that other spot. Because we see the section in the cave bleed. Going out here that's like all question marked, so maybe there's a path out that way that somehow gets us to where we need to be. I was gonna say, this isn't the section we were just at, was it? I don't think it is. Shit. One popped up behind me. I think there's a cave up there that I probably need to get to, but I don't see a way to actually get to it. Missed this. I think this is how we get up to those bridges. Yep. I think in the cave bleed, that might be where we end up, because the cave up there is way too high for me to get up, and I don't think there's anything that I can, like, connect to get over there. Could have missed it. Who knows? I missed the bridge things that got me up here, but nice little safe room. VHS tape, cassette tape. The item's creation is a source of much research and debate. It was a product of the Bureau's first attempts to film Redacted, Entity A-001. During Operation Shallow Tide, an agent was able to conceal themselves in the area frequented by Audi, at which point they began filming. Agent reported that the video camera showed no signs of disturbance during the filming. Later, when reviewing the footage, the research staff became mesmerized at its altered effect. Measures were taken, and its altered evaluation began. Never before have Bureau personnel been so closely involved in the creation of an altered item. The experiment was quickly replicated, though not with the same results. The footage was simply useless in every subsequent attempt. This event spawned a great debate as to whether the altered items were created by paranatural entities, intentionally or otherwise. Similar experiments were prohibited soon after. See the Ash Act for details, as the creation of altered materials was deemed an action the Bureau should not engage in. Probably for the best. No control panel. Oh, thank you. That's just what I was looking for. Son of a bitch. Well, alright then. This bridge goes somewhere else. On the opposite end. Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, the chasm's where I want to go, but I don't think I can go there. Sort of looks like, oh shit. God, what's with all these doors? Okay, maybe I'm going in the wrong direction, because it looks like something connects over there from Research Site Gamma. We could go back from the control point, seemingly. Unless, of course, there's another blockage. Seems like there should be a control point at Research Site Gamma. Yeah, they teleport. Oh, good. I can throw the explosive ones. Finally, we see something that I could actually access. This should take us to where we need to go.
The nail. Pile of smoking rubble.
Marshall blew up the nail? What the hell was she thinking?
Oh, one of those things. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Terrorized by whatever the hell that thing is. I forget what they're called. The spindly, violent things. Okay, we made it up. There's to be a gold cube too, but I don't see a slot that I could put it into. Control point, nice. Deep cavern. Sure, why not?
This is Director Faden. I require backup at this location.
Let's do this!
Oh, and here he is. I don't know the how those things work necessarily, kind of weird. But I guess I'm glad to have the backup. got rid of it. Also fill up with personal modifications. What is that? Ammo recovery after taking launch damage. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these level 4s. The level 5 weapon modifications don't seem to be very plentiful. Sorry, soldier. Just walked into one of these explosive things. At least it was brief.
All right, this is the last one.
Especially that last one, the previous one we did that was in the astral plane. That one was...
Can't believe Marshall's
lengthy.
brilliant plan was to blow up the nail. And she thought I wasn't ready.
Yeah, she might have been onto something. You never know. Watch her restore it. Something terrible happens. Thank God. Trying to do it quick. Just in case they
There.
grew back.
Easy as pie.
Fuck. But that's the last one. I fixed it, didn't I?
Nail, leave, end.
Holy shit.
Wasn't aware of what I was supposed to do there for a second, but we got it. Run, Jesse.
Oh, thank God. What the hell was all that? Things should be better now, not worse. Emily will know. I hope.
See, maybe destroying the nail was the good thing after all. Ah, the cave bleed. Okay. Yeah, see, this is where I thought we needed to go. Let's just go through the complex. Shouldn't take that long. Might be some surprises waiting for us too, who knows? Look at it.
It's an honor, Director.
Thanks. Helmeted person. I was like, it's an awfully soft voice to be coming out of that thing. Let's see, we got some ability points. Gonna put it into health. Really, we just need 2 for the last one. Wow. Alright, what's the scoop, Pope?
What did you do? What is causing these tremors?
I thought you could tell me. I completed the 4 rituals just like the board told me to. The astral bleed should have stopped.
Look, it has stopped. The nail is repaired. But we have a new problem. My analysis of the nail indicates that it is literally a piece of the astral plane. Or possibly a vessel containing the astral plane. Or both. Either way, right now both dimensions are vibrating at completely incompatible frequencies. The spatial friction they are generating is incalculable. It's going to destroy
Faden
both
looks a little
planes.
jumpy.
I messed this all up. Maybe Marshall was right to destroy the nail. I should have left it in pieces.
No, then the astral plane would still be leaking in. Sometimes there's no right answer, Jesse. We need more information.
No. I need to fix this now. I'll figure something out.
No, we should really make a plan. The tremors are originating from directly below us, but we don't know what...
Perfect. I'll head down and take care of whatever's going on. Just do what you can from here.
Jesse, you can't just...
I have to, Emily. I'm the director. This is on me.
And here we go. I don't really know what they expect me to do.
If it isn't my favorite director.
I hope I know
pit.
what I'm doing. Was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
118. I have changed. Though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear its breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the
Took your
walls,
shoes off?
trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Yeah, alright. Going a bit nuts there, eh, Ashy boy?
The crystals are growing crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
They're doing a very good job of it. Yeah, almost.
Astral spiking. The HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
See, that's the reason I got the ground pound. Makes traversal easier.
Nobody else hears the house.
I need a ranger sent to this location, stat.
Lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help.
Let's do this!
But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen it. What hope do we have? Thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Marshall?
Marshall?
Was that her just like floating there for
You're-
a second?
Alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your
Fuckers take everything. I am not letting you take this.
It's not over. You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
All right. That's too bad.
She can destroy the crystals too.
Push them back!
Yeah.
Firing! Go around!
Assistant sent champion endure.
Out of ammo.
Don't give it heat!
Oh, was that the champion they sent? I was wondering if they were referring to me or if like they actually sent somebody in here. I guess we have some people on our side now. I wonder where, oh, there she is. Looking for Marshall.
Sorry, I wasn't here to help, Marshall.
The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
She went of her own accord. She should have asked or mentioned first where she was going. She's been missing since like the middle of the game.
You fucking income fucking poop.
We are clean, or cleansed, liberated. Foundation is stable / beaten / A-OK. We hope you will improve your attitude / loyalty.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
Well, they're cross-dimensional beings. I would sort of assume that they might even know, perhaps. But wishful thinking. Okay, is that it? Proud of my little ranger fella. He managed to survive that whole ordeal. How do I get back? One of these things.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her Bureau together?
Interesting little DLC expansion, Foundation wrapped up and all that. Probably still go down there and collect some of the boxes and stuff that we missed. So it's a bit of a long one, surprisingly, about 3 hours for that expansion. I think they cost about like $10 each for each of them. So for the gameplay and, you know, and the items and stuff that you get, I suppose it'd be worth it.
I thought I know how to handle things now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Good. I guess. Alright. Get that health upgrade. I guess I'll put one into melee. Every once in a while I'll use a melee ability. Okay, let's go back to Central Executive. Not bad. It does feel like it drags on for a little bit. This is kind of the thing with all DLCs, unfortunately. Even though it has the core mechanics of the main game, it doesn't quite have the charm of the main game. Still had some logs and stuff that I thought were relatively interesting, especially if they were dealing with, you know, altered items or other things of that nature. Not quite as interested in the goings-on of what was going on with the Foundation, basically, but some of it was sort of interesting. Didn't really care for Ash or his story too much. I want the asynchronous suit. There we go. That's the cool one. Once again, this is the one I got by going into the mirror universe. In the mirror universe, Jesse was wearing that suit.
Give him hell, Director.
So now we'll go check out and see what we could do with this Alan Wake expansion. In the, was it the investigation sector? I believe so. But yeah, it goes on for a little long. The 2 new abilities are nice, even though you can only use them in those particular areas, but at least you get to do something slightly different. Oh. But yeah, lots and lots of enemy fighting. Not as much variety in the level design as I probably would have liked, but still some interesting stuff. Mr. Kirkland, here are latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Lindsay Malcolm, Charles Murray, Derek Shaw. Letters of condolences will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, the network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Darling investigation. Official findings report by Dr. Casper Darling, internal confidential. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation D0845 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during the investigation. Majority of redacted sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. When Redacted confirmed the Redacted's code name to be Redacted, but all files pertaining to the name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the Redacted research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity to whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane quote-unquote treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into Redacted research. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Oh boy, another log. Casey inquiry. Casey, huh? Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all pre-approved files. Don't worry, all of the inappropriate quote-unquote material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we recovered this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? It's because Alex Casey is the name of a fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into the case and dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think it's worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Special Investigator Gleason. I don't remember the first Alan Wake game. I almost feel like I should go back and replay it. But I don't remember it too well. I don't remember the character names or anything being disclosed during the events of that game. But if he did write an Alex Casey, I suppose it's sort of something I've thought of too. It's like, is Alex Casey in the universe because Alan Wake wrote him, or was he always there? Kind of weird. Official findings report replying the crime candidate program internal/confidential per authorization from Mr. Kirkland. Internal investigation P-142-9 was launched into the legality of the prime candidate program redacted by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects are relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic redacted and redacted. Redacted were brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in traumatic redacted of paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human redacted. This investigation team unequivocally redacted the prime candidate program and recommends that it be redacted immediately. Refer to file 9-82-0136 for full report. Files upon files upon files, tractor procedures. This is an altered item. Containment procedure. Item is not in Bureau custody. Unknown. Description. Frank Elk Tractor. Olive green. Dried blood in the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls in unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Background. The item first came into the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of the Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath a tractor. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow during the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. Did I see a power generator down here? Resignation letter, redacted of redacted 2019. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger that I regret to tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on our redacted, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigations sector lost to the redacted loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open the fire break. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The redacted has failed as agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. Character supplement. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow William, male, Caucasian. Case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property. Per police report, remains obtained for coroner's office also included blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings, blunt force injuries, head. Lacerations, left ear, cheek, blunt force injuries, extremities. Dislocation, right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity associated with fracture of the proximal right humerus, extensive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion. It is my opinion that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. So the tractor turned into a bear. Keystone inspection. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending a report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Groom and Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams, as you likely suspected. But I don't see that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Gurman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it wasn't AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guy working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum. Well, and they certainly had their staff at the ready at Remedy for writing up logs upon logs. Underhill background. Dr. Ryan Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to the paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during a time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Unhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. For file 7-08-5286 for full report. Cauldron Lake update to Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our redacted. Could be raccoons. Oh, the AWE monitoring station. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after the monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got the Bureau Tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on redacted Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their information with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. Oh, Estevez, I think, was the one that was actually in Alan Wake 2. There's so many of these, I think I'm just going to read them if they're connected to Alan Wake.
It's not working. Probably a loose power core somewhere.
My voice is going to be shot.
There. Now that gate should open.
There must have been like 13, maybe a dozen reports minimum in this section. I know it's the investigation section. Holy shit. Specimen escape assessment might be related to what's going on in here. They were talking about a specimen in the investigation segment earlier. Purpose of internal investigation X-039-7 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error could be the case, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the redacted, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. 1, the air filters were changed, and 2, an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Redacted entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. See interview number 65-F-124. Given their connection with the same AWE case, it's likely that Mrs. Redacted's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the redacted. Investigation is ongoing. Refer to file 6-23-0721 for full report.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Wake is awake. Yes, he is. Classic looking Wake.
Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Gib es.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
Odd.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here? And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Maybe they'll explain it. I don't know. But, that was kind of the thing that I had argued. I don't know. He said that it was a role that he played or something in but he was a filmmaker, so I guess he was an actor too. Very confusing stuff. I don't know. I've noticed that they're heavily leaning on the spiral symbol too, which we saw in Alan Wake 2 was referenced. At the end of it, it's not a loop, it's a spiral. So, it means that there's an endpoint somewhere, but I guess we're getting down to it. But Wake's writing room was also a door with a spiral on it, so... everything Wake related seems to be connected to the spiral. But we also saw in Alan Wake 2 that it seemed like Zane was played by Wake, which I guess ties into the fact that they were identical in appearance. I don't know if he was played by Wake. I don't know if that's the proper verbiage. It wasn't that he was played by Wake, but he was played by the same actor that portrays Wake, so I don't know if there's something to that or what. Something else on that I need to shut down? Can't interact with the bell anymore. idea is to shut the power off on all these things. Oh. Now this opens up. Wonder why it didn't before. Didn't do anything different.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh good, one of those things. Wonder if that's what killed the agents. Probably. Something down here did, at the very least.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Must have had a good reason.
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
Filing and processing. Easier to beat than the stuff that we had in the Foundation. Although I think the reasoning for that is because we had access to this prior to the game's end, and the Foundation only accesses after you beat the game. So we're probably a little over-leveled for this. Not that I mind. But yeah, there's a distinct difference in the difficulty of the enemies. Hartman arrest. Emil Hartman is the offender. Victim is Alan Wake, Tor Anderson, Bowden Anderson, Lane Rudolph, Desley, Wendy, Emerson, Thomas. Officer named Dennis, Special Agent Ramey. Charges. Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Code 8. Sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Code 37, obstruction of Bureau investigation, 1 count. Code 74, breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. Additional notes, offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility, and Wake possibly deceased. Can't get in there.
This darkness is blocking the door.
Got a
Now I
flashlight.
have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows. Light burns it away, huh?
Kind of surprised that worked.
Makes sense.
Not really, but still. That's fun. As I'm always talking about how goddamn dark everything is. I don't know if we get anything for this, but we also have seen several sections, DLC and in the main game, where the mold has been piling up and we're able to destroy these spores. Didn't say anything after that. But there was still a lot of them, somewhat surprisingly. Oh yeah, I was wondering if we could get up to that point. I think it was blocked off, so probably made the correct call.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward fate.
Interrogation complaint. Ain't about wake, I don't care. If it's a object of power description or something, I might. Somebody doing work in the bathroom?
All employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Well, that sucks. Still, like, drains your life, though, I would assume. Clock is ticking on that. Black market. Another control point over there, huh? NASA Cooperation Review. Following the NASA FBC Coordination Agreement in 1972, Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining, now used in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available to Bureau for researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs secured by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the redacted far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of Black Rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the redacted will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of the committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. For the file 3-81-4812 full report. Sort of interesting to see how they operate with other agencies.
Agent Fisher, day 6 inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance, even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best, but mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of it.
Eagle Limited, AWE 44, train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of paracriminal group known as Redacted. Paracriminals, huh? As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of sabotage. The Bureau has been tracking said group. At the time of the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, the response team was on site and was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. The Shadow, Paranatural Entity A-010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive redacted consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient redacted, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shared individuals, human bodies redacted by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects, similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are redacted solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE-35, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. This threat the threat this entity poses, there's a lot of THs there, warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for an eventuality of a redacted. For file 6-34-1923 for full report.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented.
I was going to say, I wonder if it's like one of the Taken.
This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbols
Something in this darkness is draining me.
I think there's a massive giant lights above us. Trying to see if there's any power cells or something, but I don't see anything. Vending machine procedures. This is an altered item. Vending machine, its front covered in a faux wood panel, coin-operated buttons for selecting food products. Item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living redacted have consistently failed. Background: the item was discovered in a nursing home in redacted Alberta after a resident named Muriel Redacted called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposely stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise the residents' spirits. The Bureau response team was encouraged. The Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. It's kind of funny, though, because it sort of calls attention to it. They're like, oh, yeah, you know, those great staff always filling it up. Let's just take this magic vending machine away. We'll get you another one. Springs. Sort of related. We kind of know that it's Bureau controlled. Okay, it's really dark. I wonder if I could either take power cell off. Okay, I don't think I can interact with the power cell, or I could take this light with me. There's a handful of things that look like they need power generators, power cells. Hartman part of Alan Wake? Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery center in redacted Washington, focused on a treatment of artists struggling with their creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment centers seemed unremarkable in the methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent redacted abilities that they possess with the aim of shaping redacted to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Note for more on the link between artists and their ability to redacted reality through artistic medium, see file redacted. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. Being approached by the Bureau during the redacted investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released redacted months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. His medical license has been permanently revoked. Refer to file 7-12-8557 for full report. Let's fucking bench out of here. Give me the lamp. I go up there and then like the prompt to access the thing goes away. Oh, it actually still works.
Shit. Now what? What is that?
Come on, elevator, time to go!
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate.
Fuck, fuck, fuck!
Even touches it. You don't like the light. I can use that.
Light in most areas.
Yeah, how do you like that?
Door appearance. Excursion into Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking, designation door redacted. Similar to the other doors, it's locked and cannot be forced open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in Bright Falls AWE, refer to AWE-35 for details, and former wife of missing author Alan Wake, suspected para-utilitarian and redacted, contacted agents Shaw and Dempsey of the investigations sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with the civilian outreach protocols. The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. For full transcript, refer to file redacted. Unredacted 2017. Excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later the same day. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE-35 is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken into the motel itself to confirm if any other changes occur.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
It's the squeaky voice teen from The Simpsons. I'm sorry, ma'am. Oh, now this place is all lit up. I can finally see what's in here. Groping around in the darkness. Look like there's anything else here.
Investigations.
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh, yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those, Langston.
That was the Barry approach.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go.
Bright Falls AWE, but doesn't look like there's anything to access over there.
Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
So we'll go to the one that looks like I can actually access it.
It's just nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't want to brag.
People are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there. But he's weird, charming. Altered items really you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or...
There is actually something in here. Whoa, that's weird. Using the shield looks like it created some kind of writing on there. That light could be handy. They just take this thing with me everywhere, I guess. Oh, there was one in here. Well, shit. Where did my light go? It's like I had it in hand and then it vanished.
Shit.
Oh. It broke in the pitch blackness. Fair enough. I guess they must have seen that coming. Completely clear it. God damn it. There we go. Nice and bright in here.
This thing.
Sure if there was a spot where I could plug this thing into. That way, I guess. Actor for hire. Good on that for now. Thanks. Not seeing the spot to plug it into. Break in the wall. It's funny too, because that was like the first thing they put in your path. Wasn't really looking for another one, I guess.
Okay, we're gonna try this one more time, and then we're done playing with you. Understand?
Jumbo, up and loose and have a treat sometimes.
Jesus Christ, does anyone have any idea what this thing is saying?
Hotly, dirt arrangement. Why are you...
Dirt arrange you? How'd you get in here? The private sector.
Authorizing loops through and
Boom. Forget they could do that sometimes. Okay, need to duck out down here for a sec. It's the last of them, right? No? More shit. Okay. Well, the last turnstile that we worked with, it opened up the door on the end that it attached to, so I don't know why it's not doing it. Maybe there's something down below. Or not. Oh, you know what? I did see a door down here, but it was covered in the blackness. Okay, I was gonna say maybe moving the bridge brought light to it, which I think that's exactly what it did. I'm guessing this is the result of a house shift. More black gunk. Let's see if there's anything else in that room. Don't think so.
Okay, I'm just going to freestyle.
Oh, hey.
My mother
Walking around.
Looks Looks like whatever force had a hold on her. A chain letter. I remember these. Mom used to say they were evil. Better do what it says. You know, just in case. There must be a photocopier around here.
Just regret picking that up while she was talking, because she was talking about something else, and then she interrupted herself to comment on the chain letter.
This piece is called Me and You.
Oh boy. I don't know what the hell's going on with any of these recordings. Sounds like one is going to be a poem or a song or something.
Send the
Hey,
ranger.
reinforcements.
Director's orders.
The Hiss are in for it now.
Jesus. Oh boy. Whoa. Chain reaction there. Go get him, Ranger. I see you back there. Whoa. Just warped into my general area. I reused assets to make this spot, but I think it's more visually diverse than the Foundation. I'll take the weird, you know, office building with the strange architecture over, like, caves. So again, we get the buildup of all this stuff, and I could shoot those pods out, but nothing seems to be coming of it. She doesn't even make a comment on the things. She used to make a comment, like when she'd enter a spot like that. I forget what exactly she said, but she said the same thing every time. Like she was narrating her own story. She said something like Jessie takes out her gun, you know, loads it or cocks it or something. Something along those lines. And need some help with that one. Oh. This elevator's actually functional for some reason. I didn't think it would be. Moonlander. Shooting missiles? Can't do anything with that. Okay. I see the spots that I need to load it up, but see the power generators. Apollo 14 entity, commonly known as FRA, underwent a series of physical examinations upon its admittance into the oldest house. The entity can speak, though its poor grasp of the English language makes any meaningful communication impossible. Interview material found at Redacted. Physical form consists solely of the Extravehicular Mobility Unit, EMU, spacesuit used by NASA astronaut, the same model worn by the other crew. This could be an authentic EMU taken from one of the NASA astronauts, though this suit does not bear any of the wearer's name, or one materialized through redacted conversion or possibly redacted corporealization. The suit itself is slightly damaged, which is likely due to the fact that the command module did not have the fourth seat for the entity to strap into during re-entry. The EMU is entirely hollow and pieces can be removed, though this seems to agitate the entity. X-rays and spectrograph imaging have shown redacted shaped outlines existing within the suit. For safety reasons, the entity will be contained in a secure cell until more information can be gathered. That'd be what they were talking about with the whole humane keeping of these things. Can't access that. You laugh at me, sir. From Morrow, paranatural entity arrived on Earth by infiltrating Apollo 14 lunar mission at an unknown point of their voyage to the From Morrow island of the moon. 32 hours after the return of the Apollo 14 command module to Earth, the Bureau was contacted by Mr. Redacted, a White House senior official, and instructed to send a small team to the Johnson Space Center in Houston. At the base, the team examined the entity, carried out interviews with NASA staff. They learned that 4 astronauts had returned to Earth instead of the expected 3. Each human crew member was insistent that the mission left with 4 members, so they couldn't name the 4th when asked. The entity seemingly affected their memory to make its presence feel unremarkable. The entity was transported to the oldest house for further investigation. Altercation between NASA security and the investigation team occurred upon their arrival. Mr. Redacted called to clarify the matter. The tensions remained high. Bureau jurisdiction and clearance should be defined more clearly with other federal agencies. Okay. So there is one power module. Just the one. But it is covered in darkness. Looks like there's another one there too. Pick those up, can I? I think I'm dead. Shit. Oh, there's a button here. Though I cannot tell what's going on. Oh, it's that light. making headway, but I can only take one more hit. Don't know where the other power cell is. Unless I can pick this one up. There we go. It would be nice to see more of that room, but I do not think I can do that. Oh, there we go. Suck it.
There. One less place for him to hide.
Oh boy, the problem with that is that there are apparently like 3 other places. And we are already... Well, we put a lot into this stream. We're about 3.5 hours in. I'm thinking, just based on the time it took to do this one, might take us another hour or 2 to get the rest done. I just don't know if I have it in me. I don't want to take a look at this. That entity in here that they were talking about? Or is this... This must be the holding cell.
Yes, B? Where are you? See?
Oh, this is the one on the recording. That they were attempting to talk to. He was the one that told them to, like, get dirt or something.
Hello?
Hello. Great about us today. Long roads and no hardly. You are Bygone?
Sure. Why are you locked up in here?
You read the thing.
And Gerbil took the top head. Not being pressed for that. Lady going and loosing back for eye?
Sorry, I think I'm misunderstanding you. What do you want?
The head? The head for tales? For reading news, jars, words, and tumble. The reading head.
Okay, take it easy. I'll take a look.
So maybe it wants something to read. Or a jar.
What's the reading head?
Find. This could be what it wants. Let's give it a shot.
Nice stuffed animal there.
No, jars. A head. Scotch and peppers? Head.
Okay, that wasn't right. Let's try something else. Maybe it'll like this.
Just giving a bunch of shit.
Head. A-S-B-E. Head.
Nope. Let's keep trying.
Toilet paper? Is this what you want, buddy?
Rusa, you ping pong. A head.
Guess that wasn't it either. Huh.
Did you call me a ping pong? There was a log explaining what he meant by half this shit. I don't know what it is.
This might do it. Maybe.
Could be his helmet. I don't know if the helmet's around here.
Lady, you are school and dirt for loosing.
Keep that up and I won't help you anymore.
At least I called you a lady. I think they must be in the mobile labs.
Let's see if this will do it.
Mega hoop.
I'm ready to be done with this.
Hurry, clocks, lady. The head. 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 No snacks. Head is top of all up and down. At the top. The top head.
Wait, does this thing actually mean head? Head is in a body's head? Where the hell am I gonna find that?
That's what I was wondering.
And how did it lose it?
I was wondering if it meant the helmet, because they were talking about the helmet. You could take, well, they were talking about the suit. They could take pieces off the suit, and it made it agitated. But we haven't seen anything that resembles any of its suit. It's around here somewhere. It could be in an area that is not tied directly to this one, maybe. Not seeing a whole lot of interactable objects, though. See if I can get up on top of like the scaffolding up there, but I don't think that is going to be doable. Whoops. And there's a lot of stuff up here. By a lot, I mean like there's actual things modeled, but don't seem to be able to get on top of it. So I don't know if there's going to be anything up there for me. Thank you, Akiri. I appreciate that lurk. I don't know. There's like all this stuff over here, like these are materials, but you know, you can tell from a distance when there's something that you can pick up or interact with. There's a little dot. I just haven't seen anything registering like that. Got everything in the rooms. Let me take a look and see. Yeah, I don't think there'd be anything back here either, to be quite honest. Loading bay vents. I'd like to find what he's looking for, but I got no clue. At least as to where to look. Got an idea of what he wants. Let's see if it's up here. Yeah, this seems to just leave the area. Something to come back to, I guess. Construct surge. Fires adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered. New weapon. I didn't even know that we got it at any point. We got plenty of materials too. Two ability points. Yeah, again, I don't really need any of this stuff. Guess we'll keep saving. Just wondering if whatever that guy needs is somewhere in there, but I guess I don't feel like scrounging around any more than I need to.
Once you get to know them, if you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race and we're all trying to be number one. If it is...
It's constantly talking. God, I want to see what's in this one, but I don't think we have access to it. It's so dark in there, too. Get the feeling like it's only going to pop up once we do the other ones. Eagle Limited, huh? God, this one, look at how big this one is. This one looks like it covers more ground than the previous one we did, the Famaro one, and that one took a while to complete, too. This guy's been rambling for like an hour. I think he's just been talking endlessly through the mic. Not even sure
like it's a race and we're all trying to be
Jesse's listening.
If it is a race, though, I'd say Darwin is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know.
They're both kind of like dead now, so.
I keep my nose to the grind. Too much work to do to focus on those kinds of things. I need to stay focused so I can get my work
Ah, boy. Alright, it's another situation. We got 2 turnstiles in this area.
So I have my neighbor check in on Alfred at 7 o'clock if I'm not back yet. She's very nice. Her name is Maria. She's older. She came to New York in the...
What's this guy talking about? Oh, my God. I was really hoping to be able to finish this, but honestly, I'm thinking about ending the stream because I think it's going to take a while to get through this part. I don't know. I might come back, I guess, and finish this up and see what we could do. Maybe I'll have another game on standby, but yeah, the DLC pretty lengthy. Did not expect it to be as such, I suppose. But I think we'll end it in this new section. Maybe I'll come back to it tomorrow. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, we've been going for a while. We're getting close to the 4-hour mark. And just the amount of reading that I've done, it's hard to maintain focus for right this second. My mouse, because I had it on the charger. It charged all the way. I'm so proud. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Good stuff so far. I guess we'll get to summing up the game and stuff. I guess I'll do it. I'll do it. Next stream we'll finish it up. Because we did probably what I would consider to be about a quarter or a third of the Foundation DLC during that last stream, and then ended up taking us about 2 hours to get through the rest of that DLC. I'm guessing it's probably going to be the same with this one, but I do like the AWE, like sanctioned areas, I think is cool. And you know, the investigations, there's a lot of paperwork in here, so I guess I better be prepared to read a shitload again. But still interested in seeing, you know, what sort of connections they're going to make with Alan Wake. Even though we've already played Alan Wake 2, it's still nice to see those little connections and everything. But yeah, I think it's just a bit much for tonight, so we'll pack it up and try to hit it next time. But new game sometime this week. We'll definitely get to it. And I think we're going to be hitting some stuff up on the PS2. So be prepared for some 6th generation console action. But that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the people that were here. And I will try to be back tomorrow. So until then, you guys have a good night. See you next time. Later. Take care.